That's the wrong video that I clicked. Let me go ahead and do my opening. I mean, everything's happening at once for me right now. I hope you guys can hear me. At the last minute, my gardener shows up and knocks on my door and says he's going to do this big overhaul in the backyard. I'm going live. I mean, it's just a lot. So if I hope you guys can hear me. Let me go ahead and play my intro, allow more people into the room, and then we'll get right into it. Hi guys, how are you? Hi everybody. If you guys can hear me, let me know in the chat because I've got work on the backyard and the front yard going on all at the same time. No one told me that they were going to show up at this time or I would have never went live. Where's my pen? Yeah, you can hear me good. Okay. So we got a lot to it drives me crazy. We have a lot to talk about today. We're going to talk about oh my God, Kyle Richards not talking to Erica Girardi or Lisa Renna or Dorit. It's kind of strange, isn't it? Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Then we're going to talk about Wenndy Osifo doing an interview with Carlos King, in which she stated that Gizelle and Robyn have plotted to get her off the show this season, doing the things that they know will get you off the show. Because remember, I said if no one will film with you, then Bravo automatically almost doesn't have a choice but to let you go. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Hold on. I'm discombobulated because it's so much going on around here. I don't like talking over lawnmowers and all that kind of stuff. Thank you guys. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Bethany Frankel and Carlos King basically becoming bloggers. Okay. Is it a smart or bad thing? I don't know. We'll talk about it. It's so much going on. Let's get started with, let's do Kyle. Let's do Kyle Richards because I don't know how I feel about this. Okay, guys. So Kyle went on, what's it called? Two T's in a Pod. You know, that terrible show with Tamara Judge and Teddy. I don't have anything against Tamara. I don't like Teddy for the show. I'm sure she's a nice person in real life, but for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she sucks. She was boring. She keeps putting it out there that she would come back to the show. She thinks she should be back on the show. There's rumors out there. There's no rumors that you're going back on the show. No one wants you on the show, okay? You're putting out your own rumors. Nobody wants you on the show, Teddy. She wants to be back on that show so bad. And it's so weird because when she got fired, her feelings were hurt. It was the best day of my life. That's so bad. But anyway, she went on that show. I guess I can't remember who it was. Someone else was supposed to go on. They called Kyle to come on at the last minute. And Kyle starts speaking some truths here, people. Okay? She starts speaking some truth. She said that she no longer talks to the Force Fox 5. Wow. Let me tell you what's going on. She said it just kind of worked out that way. And, she needed a break from the show and all of this stuff. Let me tell you what I think is going on with Kyle Richards. Vile Kyle Richards. I'm sorry, Vile. You will always be vile to me. Is that you let these women, I can't even say guide you. You join them, okay? So it is what it is. You say she has no knowledge of there being a plot to go after Kathy. Stop. Okay? You were part of the plot, okay? This is your own flesh and blood. We're not even talking about how you let everyone treat Kim, how you treated Kim. But I think Kyle is having a come to Jesus moment. Okay. She's saying she's at a point in her life right now where you have to make a major decision because this looks bad on television that you throw your sister under the bus and then ride back over and then ride it over again. Looks bad. But she's having a come to Jesus moment, which is she's in between. Am I going to keep riding with these soulless women? And let me tell you, I don't think Dorita's soulless. I think she joined in and was a part of the whole let's rid of a different person every season because of money. That's why I think Dorita did. But Rena and the other one, Erica, they're just will do anything for money, for fame, all of it. They will do anything, sell their soul. They sold that years ago. Sold their soul. I think Erica really does not know how to love and that she needs to fire her therapist. Right, right. She needs to fire her therapist. Erica is heartless. She's ice. They don't call her ice princess for no reason. She is a very cold woman. And I think that Kyle was on board, helped them along the way, all did all of it. But she lost her whole family in the process. Was it worth it, Vile? Was it worth it? Not, I'm not even talking about Lisa Renner. Lisa Vanderpump. You got rid of good friends because of it, because of your need, just like your sister said, for fame, money. So, which road is she going to take, guys? Is she going to do some soul searching and realize I don't treat my family this way? All money isn't good money. I can't keep making money at the expense of my family. Is she going to do that? I don't know. It's up to Kyle. But you sold your soul to the devil. Start hanging with those ruthless women. They are ruthless, ruthless. And you lost your family in the process. All of them. Paris, Nikki, Baron, Conrad, Kim's family, Kim, her children. No one wants to be around you anymore, Vile. So, and then let's just say she does the right thing and decides to stay away from the Barracudas. Well, is Kathy going to forgive her? I can't forget am I going to forgive her? Let alone Kathy. Will we be able, guys, to ever forgive Kyle for the bad things that she did, for the ruthless things that she did? But worse, what she did to her family. Like I've never seen anything like it. I never seen anything like it. Like for me, like I tell you guys, I have a big family. You're all really, really close. Like I just grew up that way. Like it was drilled into my head. Family first, family, family, family. And I get it. Not everyone has that. I get it. I used to not understand. I used to not understand it. How do you do family that way? Until somebody wrote me from the chat and said, "Would you cut it out? All families are different." But I think that, yeah, all families are different. But Kyle doesn't even try. I mean, I don't know. I can't with Kyle, but I think she's going through a dealing with her conscience. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. But we'll talk about it later. But she's definitely not talking to the group anymore. And let's hope it's permanent. Let's hope she can find some, I don't know, just some kind of something to redeem herself. Like she's just the worst person, one of the worst. We're gonna talk about Gizelle and Robyn in a minute, but Kyle's one of the worst people on in the franchise. I mean, I don't. She pretends like she's sweet and she's this little people pleaser, but you're just as ruthless as Lisa Renna. Okay, your own sister. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for, guys. Is she feeling remorse? I think so. But you can't trust these people. When people show you who they are, what did Oprah say? Believe them. She might just be going through a moment because it was so public and Lisa Rinna got booed at BravoCon, and it was clear at that BravoCon that the public did not like that group. What do they call it? The Fox Force 5. Like people hate seeing people manipulate, people lie, people try to ruin other people's reputations. It's not fun to watch. It is not fun to watch. So will Kyle muster up some courage and try to redeem herself? And if she does, will we forgive her? Because I'm like this. You screw over me once, I'll never trust you again. So I never liked Kyle since she called her sister an alcoholic in the limousine. I thought it was like just the lowest thing to do. That's a sensitive topic. Your sister's an alcoholic. It'll affect her children, you're on national television, and you just out her like that. I've said it again and again. You guys, you're going to say, Sharrell, stop saying this. No, I have to say it one more time. If my sister was an alcoholic, I would just have to let the audience realize what's going on. It would never come out of my mouth just because I worry about how my sister feels. How does this look? Am I going to mess up her career for good? I don't know. She acts like she loves Andy Cohen more than she does Kathy and Kim. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, ridiculous, ridiculous. So we'll talk about that. But I thought that was interesting. She said that on the podcast. And on the same podcast where Teddy was saying that there was rumors that she was going back on the show. There's no rumors you're going back on the show. Oh, and did you guys hear about them pushing back filming? Something's going on over there at Bravo. This is their number one rated show. Their number one rated show. They haven't come out yet and said that they're or alluded to, let the rumors get out there that Diana, Erica, or Lisa are fired. So maybe they have to, maybe this could be the dilemma that they're in. It's a number one rated show. If it's not broke, don't fix it. So, because Andy doesn't care what we think about their morals. He likes the numbers coming in and the money, but the public's reaction was so bad to them. Like the public hated these two women. I don't know what he's going to do. I mean, maybe he's trying to get together a good cast that he thinks can replace a number one rated cast. Hate Lisa Rinna, love her and Erica. It's rated number one. So I don't know what they're going to do. So they pushed things back, and I heard they're not going to resume filming till 2023. So I don't know. And don't believe those rumors out there when they say, oh, they're just giving the ladies a break. Break? There's no such thing as a break. What they're doing is trying to figure out their next move. I don't know what they're going to do. Because if Kyle changes, is this going to be a different dynamic on the show? Don't forget, if you want Kathy Hilton back, even though she's part-time, she's going to make you pay her like she's full-time. Okay, I don't blame her. She's got the pull. Let her do it. So this is an interesting situation that's going on right now with Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I don't know what they're doing, but anyway, they're not going to announce anything or resume any kind of filming until 2023. So that's after the holidays. And is Viola a changed woman? I don't know. We'll see. Let's move on. Let's move on to the Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, this is interesting. Where's Wendy's picture? I love a good picture. There's a lot going on. Well, so far, let's just be real, people. Okay. We don't come here to lie to each other. The Real Housewives of Potomac has been extremely, extremely boring. Okay. I'm not feeling it. I can't get through it. It's turning into my nap time, which I'm not liking it. But everything that's leaking out, it looks like it's going to get really good really soon. We got Charisse and Karen thing going and all this. So a couple days ago, yesterday, Carlos King was interviewing Wenndy Ossoffo. Okay, now here he is interviewing another housewife. Okay, he pays more attention to these damn housewives than he does his own reality reality situation. I don't think I've seen Melody on as many as these housewives. I'm telling you, housewives, housewives, housewives. And it used to drive me crazy until yesterday because he could get them to say things that they wouldn't normally say. They feel comfortable with Carlos. They know he's in the business. He's a producer. He knows probably more about them than they know about themselves. And he really got Wendy to open up. So yesterday, should I play the clip? Ooh, you know I'm a clip girl. Yesterday he got her to say some very interesting things. First, she talked about. Let me play this clip real quick. She talked about this open mic moment. Now, let me play the open mic. Hold on. I have the clip of the open mic. Okay, give me a second. My thing is lagging here. So, okay, so do you guys remember the open mic moment? Let me go ahead and when it decides to, that it wants to open up, there we go. Play this open mic moment. Okay, during this open mic moment, she says that she doesn't believe Mia. Remember this? Let me see if I can get this to open up. They were calling Mia basically a liar, Gizelle and Robyn, about her cancer situation. And producers were being messy because this is what they do. They got to start some kind of trouble, and they.
Hey, baby. So how are you with Mia? I'm okay. I probably, outside of me and Karen, I'm probably the only one that's trying to give her a chance. But she's lying, so who cares? We all know she's lying. You called her a liar. I never have called her a liar. Stand in your truth. So mic. Are we done? Can we get the mic, my love?
She basically said Mia's a liar. That's what she said. Okay, but on the Carlos show, she was saying that she wasn't talking about Mia. Don't make me play the clip again. Do not make me play the clip again, Wenndy. We heard you. Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? She should have clarified that information. But that was the only thing that drove me crazy. Basically, I like Wenndy. She was talking about how the women were giving her a hard time last season with the Eddie cheating rumors that we all know came from a certain blog, okay, and was a bold-faced lie. And she was talking about how coming into the show, it was difficult for her because her culture's so different. The parents are really involved in your life. They made her decisions for her. They picked her profession. It's really weird. That's the culture. So not only is the American culture different, but then you got to get used to a bunch of dirty, rotten scoundrels. That's what they are. That's what they are. And she really alluded to the fact that the dirtiest round scoundrels were Gizelle and Robyn. Hi, Hannah. My friend passed away this week. Ooh. She was a big fan of your channel. Oh, thank you. It was a joke between us that one day she would be on the video. This way, she is in a way. I love you, Hannah, always. Oh, thank you, Eileen. That is so sad. Condolences goes out to Hannah, and I hope everything. That's just sad. That's really sad. But it's nice to know that she loved the show. Thank you so much, Eileen. I appreciate that. I'm going to leave that up for a while. She basically alluded, we're talking about Wenndy Osifo again, that Gizelle and Robyn are trying to push her off the show. So remember, I was telling you there's certain things that if no one films with you, they'll fire you. If the women seem to not like you, they'll fire you. If you seem to not show up to a lot of places. So this is what they do. This is the formula of the show. They show what happens earlier in the episode of what you did that day or the time that we missed, and then you go to a party at the end of the show. That's the formula. A party, some kind of event. If you keep showing up to none of the events because you're not invited, Well, that's a problem. And so I hope it's the rumors have been going around that Giselle and Robin are turning into the new Lisa Rinna and Erica. Now this would suck because yes, we need them to start trouble for the show, but you got to keep it moral, a moral balance. You can't turn into soulless vultures. Okay, no one wants to see that. And Robin, according to Wenndy, is going to be the leader this season of icing her out. I don't know. I go back and forth between Giselle and Robin. You know, we heard the rumors that they put together this plan to bring Charisse back. When she wasn't on, they were always bring her as the plus one, even when that production wouldn't mic her up. They wanted her back on the show. So now they're trying to really control what happens to the show, not just the storyline. Now we're getting down to who's on and who's not on. I don't know. I mean, I don't want you to be, really good cookie cutter girls. We need a little drama. And this show, Potomac, is my favorite. They give us just enough. But, I don't know if Giselle and Robin are tilting over into, okay, you're doing too much. So, with Wenndy, and I felt sorry for Wenndy during this interview because, you are trying to find your own voice because you were raised different. I get that. You can't even pick your own job. Still be, not pleasing her family, but, still not, that's their culture. So, I don't know. I like Wenndy. I feel that what she went through last season with someone straight up making lies on her, that's hard to deal with, especially when you're not used to this kind of reality TV game. So I went from, girl, shut up, from talking about your degrees every 5 minutes to, she's not that bad. I kind of like her and understand what she's going through. Because you know what? When you get on reality TV, you have to learn how to play the game. You got to be a fighter. You got to be strong, or these women will tear you up, chew you up, and spit you out. It's a hard balance to get. You don't want the public to hate you, but if you don't fight back, you can get pushed off that show like they're trying to do her. And I think they want Wenndy gone and Charisse in full time, and that's their plan. I don't know. I don't know. I hear it's going to get wild, but so far I'm bored to death. I am bored to death with Potomac. But when all of this starts coming out, it's going to get good. Now, Wenndy, I don't know about the open mic moment. I'm going to let it go. You claim you were talking about someone else. You didn't say who the someone else were. I just played the tape. I hope you guys could hear it because I can't hear anything. And it's throwing me off because I got all these noise and gadgets going on in the back. But I like Wenndy. I think we need to back up off of Wenndy. They need to leave Wenndy alone. But it's obvious they have planned this to get Charisse back on the show, and they don't want her on as a friend to the show. They want her on in place of Wenndy Asifo. That's going a little too far. You're not a damn producer of the show, okay? Who's next? You're gonna try to get Candace off next, or you let the producers do their job. Your job is supposed to be just to show us what's going on in your life. So, and a part of this also too is you're using Wenndy for a storyline, Robin, because you should be talking about that damn wedding that's never going to happen. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay. But that's what's going on with that. Let's talk about Carlos King for a minute. Okay, so Carlos King has turned into a blogger. He has turned into a blogger. He has that podcast. Now he just announced he has a YouTube channel. He interviews everybody but the people on his shows. I don't know. I was so against it. But, if you can bring me a little dirt, give me a little bit of insight that we didn't know about, okay, I'm fine with it. But, Carlos, and I just didn't understand. Can someone explain to me why Carlos only interviews housewives? Like, go talk to Destiny or something like that. I don't understand it. It kind of, I don't know. You're doing too much, but it is giving us information because I really enjoyed the interview with Wenndy Asifo. So everyone sees that Carlos is minding everybody's business but his own, and they're like, oh my gosh, he's gaining influence because behind the scenes, if we don't see a face and you're all in the middle of the dungeon and what was it, Portia and all of that candy, we don't put a face to what's going on. So now that you're on your podcast and your YouTube channel, other housewives are getting big ideas, like Bethany Frankel. Okay, let's talk about Bethany Frankel. Bethany Frankel will be doing a podcast now strictly dedicated to talking about the housewives. Okay, is she doing too much or is she smart? Well, Bethany Frankel is the one that outed the fact that Andy Cohen knew and all the housewives knew for years that Tom was broke. So that was valuable information at the time. It was valuable information at the time. We know she doesn't have an off button. She will tell you the truth. She really was, even at the expense of it making her look bad or jeopardizing her relationship with Andy Cohen. She tells the truth. Luann de Lesseps came out. I can't even show you the clip, and said that she's sad and pathetic. She's no longer works for, allegedly, no longer works for the Real Housewives of New York. How do we feel about Bethany Frankel getting her own podcast dedicated to talking about nothing but her ex co-workers? That's what it is. Is she two-faced? Is she going to turn into a Daniel Wilkie? I don't think she's going to turn to Daniel Wilkie. I think she's going to bring us real tea and ask them real questions. I'm here for it. I don't know. I like Bethany Frankel. Other people don't. I like her a lot. Can she get annoying at times? Yes. Is she cold-hearted at times? Yeah, I think having the kids softened her a little bit. A little bit. I'm just glad she's got out that marriage. That was driving me crazy. Who gets a divorce? 5-6 years to get a divorce. It's crazy. But I think that Carlos should keep his show and Bethany should keep her show. It hasn't even started yet. And I used to listen, she had another podcast. She would talk about business. She actually gives good advice. I like Bethany Frankel, but the ex coworkers, they're not feeling it. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't down for Dana Wilkie doing it. She just looked sad and desperate. But I think because she doesn't know these women the way that Bethany Frankel knows them. Like she was friends with Kyle way back when I think they were in their 20s, way back in the day. She knows all of these women. I don't know. I like it. I'm here for it. We'll see. Let's take a couple comments. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. This is good. I like Bethany too. Smart and strong person. I like her. I like her. Especially too. I did a biography on Bethany Frankel. And what she went through in her childhood, she could have easily been a basket case. I think she's a survivor. Mel, you love Bethany. Let me see. Okay, let me see. I'm going to drop the link and then pull questions. I hope I did that correctly. Oh, okay. I forgot to do a whole bunch of stuff. We're good. We're good. Hey, Mel. Can you hear me, Mel?
Hello, hi.
Hey.
I love these shows. You know why? Because the weekday shows are so big, but the weekends we can get in and we can say we want. So Gizelle. So this show was good. So we had a couple of topics. So Gizelle and Robyn, they are mad because Wenndy read them for filth last year. She read them to their souls. So now this is the thing I think is crazy. Giselle, for 8 years or how many years she's been there, she's been constantly nagging and just and really, really being very mean and nasty to the ladies on the show. She
Yeah.
pops back up on the beginning of the series and she say, "Hey, how you doing?" She want to swap sugar, but when people do it to her, she holds a grudge. So now what's happening is they are, like you said perfectly, they trying to push her out. Now there was some questions that when she first got there, whether it was Karen or Giselle, that said that she was too brown for the show, allegedly. The last.
Oh, like what?
You remember?
What?
Well, you remember at the reunion. Now, alleged. The colorism remark was that we didn't know if it was Karen or if it was Giselle that said that Wenndy was too brown. Yeah,
Oh
allegedly, because that was sort of the thing that both Karen and Gizelle couldn't agree to. Who said it? Who said it? So that was what happened. So now Wenndy read them last year. So now it feels very coincidental that of all the girls that had issues, why is Wenndy getting this treatment? Now, mind you, I don't find Wenndy the most compelling person, but I can call a spade a spade. I think that they definitely have ulterior motives when it comes to her, because Robyn had no issue with her. So why she's being so hostile there? And I joked when we called in a couple of days ago, I said they're life partners. I don't mean that. I mean, that's a joke. But
yeah, I remember that. That was funny.
But the simple fact is they team up like, come on, what is going on here? With Bethany, I would say before let the other caller say, I love Bethany. And I thought it was so funny when she popped up with her idea. Now, I can't believe Carol, because I met her a couple of times when I was.
Carol.
Mhm. I can't believe all these years later, Carol is still mad at Bethany from a broken relationship. So it was funny that the moment she promoted that she's got a podcast, the girls were mad. Ramona, all of them was like, how is she coming back? It was funny. I love New York City because I live here, but I love them so much.
Right.
I miss them. But when she popped up, I said, "Come on, Bethany, do it," because that means that we have content. That means that the girls will be mad. She'll be reading them all the time. I'm here for Bethany. I need that show, Bethany. Please bring the show on fast. I need it.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. So you heard the rumors about all these new people coming on New York, and Bethany's supposed to be returning. Have you heard that?
I didn't. I mean, I didn't hear that. I was confused. I'm not sure if she was going to fit it with the legacy or if she's going to fit in with the new girls. I know the new girls was having a lot of issues with filming and issues or whatever, but I didn't know where they would put Bethany. But I need that podcast because she's very messy.
I need it.
And
Yeah.
she's
Me too.
I love her. I love Bethany.
Hey Kendrick, what do you want to sound off on first?
Hi. It's been a bit, but anyway. Well, I mean, honestly, I definitely want to sound off on the Kyle thing about her not talking to Erica or Lisa Rinna. Child. I mean, you reap what you sow,
What do you mean by that? What do you mean? I want to know. Like, what do you mean?
What I mean is that, you hang around with garbage, you become garbage. So at this point, she got what she got. So at this point, I don't feel sorry for Kyle at this point. I mean, I get that, she may have gotten her aha moment, but it's too late. So at this
point,
an
aha moment, or is there remorse?
Honestly, I mean, that's fair. I mean, it's remorse for sure, but at the same time, it's too late. You should have been had that seasons ago. So now all of a sudden it's like, okay, we don't feel sorry for you, even though you have remorse. Like, girl, where was this seasons ago? And also about the colorism thing, yeah, that happened in season 5. Yeah, I mean, that definitely happened for sure. When it came to all of that stuff. Now, Gizelle and Robyn, it's no surprise. They're going to do their thing, trying to ice people out.
They're getting to be Lisa Rinna and Erica?
Well, let's see. Honestly, I could see that. It's similar. I mean, Gizelle.
Just not there yet?
No, not there yet. Yeah. It's similar. It's similar. It's similar. It's getting there.
I got my eye on those two. They're getting worse every year.
Yeah,
they are. And I was going to say one quick thing. I was just looking on the computer just now. I want to make one correction. It wasn't that she was too brown. I want to make that very clear. It was that, because I was just reading here. What was said is that Karen and Gizelle didn't understand. They was trying to figure out who said what when it came to this comment about they didn't feel Wenndy fit on the show. And I think at
There
that
you go.
conversation,
There you go. Yeah.
there was some interpretation that it could be about colorism or futurism. So that I want to make that very clear because you never know who listens to these shows, and we don't want no
You
problems.
never know. Okay,
Yeah.
please.
I want to clear that
No,
up.
we know everyone listens to them because
Yes, I
I
do.
get.
Yes, I do.
Right.
Yes, I do.
But here's the thing, though, with Wenndy. My heart goes out to her for a little bit, but she's got to toughen up and get in the game. That's what she seems to be doing. But that blog lying on her last year, that is messed up. Like you don't come for somebody's marriage. So she was really catching it, like and dealing with her cultural things. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
What am I trying to say, Kendrick? Help me out. Like she comes from a strict culture. Like you better do what I say. So she's got to find a balance.
Right. That's right. So she has to, she hasn't really like experienced like the bulk of reality TV. That's what it is.
The ratchetness, the ghetto-ness of it all.
Exactly. There you go.
But you know what, Mr. I know what I think too. For me, I enjoy Potomac. You're right, it's been boring. But for me, I don't like when the girls flip the rules. So they basically kill each other with shade all the time. So I would ask the question to the audience: what is so different about Wenndy defending herself? She wasn't being malicious. She wasn't spreading false rumors. She was just like going ham on the ladies. And compared to them spreading rumors and also doing shade, so that's and then when she tried to hug her, this is the new season. We're supposed to be fake like that. That's what they always do. So with her, they just seem to be something else. Now, mind you, she's not really a part of the storyline this year, but I think as we know, because you told us a little bit, as we know towards the end of the season, she gets fed up, and now people start fighting physically. So the season will be good. I think they're going to physically be fussing and fighting again, touching each other. So
that's what's going to happen. Just like I've said before on here, we just got to wait because that's how the reality shows work. It's like they're going to give us they're going to fluff it up until we get to the real meat of the story. That's how the reality TV shows work. You're going to have a fun little bit of cute kiki ha ha laugh. You're going to have then the drama starts kind of building up, but we don't see it yet. But then once the middle of the season towards the end, that's when it's going to come up. So we just got to wait a bit.
One of y'all, what do y'all think about Carlos being all in the housewives business?
Oh God.
I think he missed Andy. I think maybe he missed their relationship, their friendship, or whatever, because he just cannot stop talking about that man and his divas. Basically, he loves Bravo. He need to talk about Oprah Winfrey more than he talk about Bravo. I mean, really, that's what
Right.
Channel, so.
Is it a game plan to get the Bravo audience, or what is he doing? Every time I turn around, he's interviewing a housewife.
You know what? It could be. I think that you know what? Listen, I'm talking to you. You kind of know this very well because you're pretty skilled at this. I think maybe it's about clout. Maybe I think that as we see on YouTube, when you use the right name, whether it be
oh my God. Carlos is being a clout chaser. You are so right.
No surprise there.
He has connections with them.
He can't stay out. He can't stay out of Housewives business or drama anyway. So it makes sense. Honestly, it's like, dude, get your own stuff. Like at this rate, like just interview something else. Like, interview somebody else. Other than these housewives. Like, if you really want to be a part of the housewives so bad, be a producer or something again.
Well, he can't. They fired him. Remember?
Right. But you know what I will say too, even though he's shady, I did miss him being a producer on Bravo. I'm sorry. He was really good over there. So
those were the good days. Those were the good days.
Right.
And Candy still doesn't speak to Carlos till this day. She claims it's because of the book. It might be because of the book too, but it is also because of the dungeon.
But wait, now when Candy, so now this is the thing. I was looking at the YouTube. Well, I'm not going to mention the other channel, but have you heard that the new season of Escape going to be off the chain because they're already fussing and fighting? They kicked out.
Oh yeah.
Did I hear the new season of what?
Escape, Candy's Escape show. Escape and her music group. They already fighting and kicked out Latasha from the group.
No.
Yeah, they did.
No.
Yeah. She's been kicked out during the filming of the show. At least that's what was said on the thing.
Here's the thing with Latasha. I should do a whole video about this. I feel like she's the best singer in the group. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
And she wants them to know that, right? And she wants to kind of, I'm just going to say it, run the group. But things have changed. Candy is the most popular person in that group now. It is what it
Yes,
is.
yes.
You
Right.
Yeah.
can't go back to being what it was in the beginning, and you just need to have several seats, Natasha. Because did you watch the first season
Yeah.
of their show?
I did. I did. Yeah.
I mean, the arguments, they didn't want Candy. They fought with Candy for everything. Candy's
Yes.
creative. And you guys know I think Candy's boring, but I think she's a brilliant businesswoman. I think she's creative. And sometimes her things made sense. And
Right.
like when they were arguing over what songs were going to be read and sung in what order, I don't know.
You're
But
But
you
I
know
right.
what I
think
was
they're
gonna
a
say?
great group.
But you know, I was
Huh?
gonna say too, since the beginning of time, especially in the black music, we had Dinah Ross and her group. We had the Picture Dream Girls. It's the same thing. You know what? When we get from those pictures from that thing, you don't have to have the best voice, but if your personality is big and you're popular, that's what sells. I mean, because we know that Jennifer Hudson had a better voice than everybody in the movie, but it wasn't. So I think that that's what works, and the girls don't understand that.
Exactly. Yeah, they understand. They understand more of the, the talent aspect versus
Mhm.
the rating aspect.
Yeah.
That's what it
Candy
is.
is,
That's
you're
the
right, Millie. I mean, I don't even know if Candy's the best singer. They also, I think Latasha is the best singer,
Mhm.
I,
but Candy is the most popular. It
She's a
just
right.
is
brilliant.
what
Candy
it
is a
is.
brilliant businesswoman, and she's a good networker. So that's just what sells.
Yeah.
That's the clash. That's the clash that they're having. That's really what
Yeah.
it is. It's like the talent. I think the talent matters and the popularity matters as well. So that's where the tension is happening. It's like, we got to get ourselves out there and things like that as well. It's
Mhm.
not just about the singing either.
I was going to say one thing
Yeah.
before the caller says about Kyle. I forgot about this. With Kyle, I don't think that what she's doing is real. I think
No.
that actually she's being fake. I think that it's no way in the
Oh.
world that after this
Oh.
reunion popped up, all of a sudden you've had an aha moment. I think probably she's still friends with everybody in the Fox 4. I think she just sort of lied on the
Yeah.
podcast.
Oh.
In
Yeah.
my opinion, I think she's doing a little bit of damage control
Pretty
because
much.
she left that reunion. She was probably you know that well what you again I love talking to you so you know this kind of thing. There's some things that happen with reality stars and TV show. They have a rating. Sometimes the viewers can give you a rating if you're popular or not. I bet you her thing is down in the toilet right now.
I think
So she,
so. I
yeah.
think
So I think
so.
that she's trying to save herself.
Yep.
Emmanuel, do you think Kyle's fake?
Yes.
You do too?
Yeah, but you know what? I wanted to talk about Giselle and Robin. I definitely feel like they're becoming mean girls. I mean, did you see what Robin did by not inviting Wenndy and her kids to the thing?
Mhm.
Like, I don't know. I feel like they have it out for Wenndy, and I'm like you. I also like her, so I kind of feel bad for her. But as far as Kyle, in a way, I am glad that she's not talking with Erica and Ren anymore. But I feel like she's just so phony. Like, she's so fake. I don't know if I should believe her or not.
I think we're all on the same page. I think Kyle has crossed the line. No one trusts her anymore. We just don't.
Nope.
I mean, after what she did to Ken, what she did to LVP, all those people. And now you want us to think that you just got this, you just figured out what was going on? Come on, Kyle. You
And
were a part of it. If you start telling the truth about how you had a meeting before the show, who you guys were going to single out this season, then maybe I'll believe you. But in the meantime, girl, shut up. Just
E-
shut up.
Exactly. Like I said, it's too late. Too late. Nah, you should have had that seasons ago. Should have had
Yeah,
seasons ago.
and we
Period.
and we can't
period.
forget about that witch that ate her up too. That one season that we
Alton. Yep.
yeah, Miss Carlton, the witch.
Yeah, yeah. No one likes you, Kyle. Sorry. You're the
Uh,
worst sister ever. Hey, Lisa.
Hi, Cheryl. Happy Saturday.
I know. I thought I'd get up this morning and just say a couple things that I've
Yeah,
been, because things have been going so slow this week.
yeah, it
we're
has.
so happy. I'm happy to see you, Miss Lisa. You look wonderful.
Thank you. I just got through moving.
I
I'm
know. Yeah,
moving.
wonderful.
I'm gonna stay here for 6 months, and I got to get on.
Lisa, is Kyle fake?
Oh yes, oh
Yeah.
yes. But I'm gonna tell you something. Uh, Now that stuff between her and Kathy, it went so deep. I think nobody never tell Rita that you don't not come between us sisters. I have learned that you don't come between sisters. You don't come between families.
Mhm.
Right.
Blood is thicker than water. People don't think so, but
Mhm.
it is.
Yes, it is.
And she was dead wrong. And even though I really do believe Kathy was dead wrong for what she was doing. I believe she said all that stuff. I believe it. I really do believe
Why
it.
is there no evidence, Lisa?
Huh, yeah, I believe, but I still believe it happened because everybody, because all the girls had said it. All the girls said she trampled up in the club, she act crazy in the club. She want to do the conga line. Then nobody want to do the conga line. One of them back and drink that tequila. Even Garcelle said, is this in my contract? Drink this tequila." Even Garcelle said so. I don't. It's the people keep on thinking that because Kathy's rich, she's not below the eagle not to show her tail. Okay, I believe she showed her tail to the fullest, and I do believe she said all that stuff. But I'm gonna take my sister down. I'm gonna do
Oh my
everything.
God. Okay, the season. I can't argue about this again. The season over with.
I
Let me.
do. I'm for real. I really do. But other than that, Lisa, like I said, Lisa Runner should never got into it. And I don't. I would want Lisa to stay and Erica to stay because really like Erica. I like that cold bitch attitude she be having. I like it, baby. She said, "Y'all bitches ain't finna come for me,"
You
and
like
that's what it
Erica,
is. Yeah, I do.
who
I ain't like
showed
all
the
that lying.
who,
I just don't
who,
like the dime.
who
I only
showed
thing.
the victims absolutely no kind
Yeah.
of compassion.
But I'm gonna tell you something though. I'm gonna tell y'all something about that. Cause I thought about it. Cause I remember I was watching your show. I was on your show, and I was some on the two other bloggers, and I thought that thinking about it. Right now she ain't got time to think about it. She got all these lawsuits. She ain't got time to think about the victims.
No,
Like she said,
Lisa,
no. When I got lawsuits up to here, up to yin yang, I ain't got time to think about no victim. I got to worry about
did you
me.
ever see Joe Rugamez that had 90% of his body burned?
And I'm sorry. In some kind of way, she probably do feel sorry. But right now, Cheryl, she got to worry about her. Cause these people come out these lawsuits left and right.
Lisa, what? What?
Yes,
What?
Oh,
No, Lisa, these people, this man stole their money and
I
he wouldn't
understand.
finish
We
getting.
understand and believe they, like Elka said, they no victim of hers. She didn't steal their money, even though those earrings got bought with their money. And I don't blame her. Them $1.3 million earrings, I'll be getting them too. But baby, she worked hard in the bedroom for them. Okay.
She cared more about those earrings than she did the victims. How come she didn't put on some kind of benefit concert for them and sing them terrible songs that she made? Why didn't she do that? Why didn't Erica show
ain't
any more?
nobody, ain't nobody come see no Erica, see no songs.
Well,
No.
Ain't
they would have
nobody
showed
come
Lisa,
see
some,
no
that's
they would
what
have
you
songs.
like.
showed some kind of
Okay.
compassion. Can you imagine being burned and can't finish your surgeries because some jerk stole your money?
I understand. And I get it, but I'm like her right now. She in survival mode. She's in survival mode. She got these lawsuits coming to her because they can't come at
But
Tom.
why are the lawsuits coming? Because they did a bad thing. Don't tell me you believe she didn't have anything to do with it either.
I don't believe she had nothing to do with it because it was the law.
Oh,
Oh,
Lisa.
It
what?
was the
Whoa, whoa,
law.
whoa.
It was
Oof.
the law.
Oh,
Only
I love
time
wow.
people.
only time I had a problem with Erica when she was lying, talking about the son had the accident and the son been car flipping, Tom car flipping, everybody got bad at car flipping, everybody survived. I ain't never heard that day in my life. That don't even not happen on the movie screen like that.
Okay,
You
let me
know what I'm
ask you a
saying?
question, Lisa. If you hit me by accident in your car, it's a total accident. You hit me. Are you going to drive off and leave me laying on the
No,
ground?
no.
Because that's not your problem. Because you're fine. I'm the one hurt.
Yeah, but I would stay. I would stay and see, make sure you okay, that you get to the hospital and see that make sure you get to the hospital.
And
Right.
I'm
then
not no cold hearted person, but Elka is a cold hearted, big on the show. And that's how she is right now.
thank
Like I said,
you.
I can understand her point of view.
One thing,
I can really understand her point of view.
one thing
Lisa.
I'll
Like,
say about Miss Lisa, she has committed to Miss Erica this whole season. She has not changed
Yes.
her
Oh
opinion. She's
Lord.
such a now. The thing is, listen. I mean, I think for me, Erica is just she just does herself a disservice. She does not want. Maybe she don't know everything, but I think that you kind of do. know that man's life. She worked with him and stuff like that. So Miss Lisa, God bless you.
Let
God
me
bless
ask you this, Lisa. Garcelle and Robin, are they turning into
Yes,
Lisa?
they are. Yes, they are. They couldn't keep her kicked out the show.
you.
The way
Yep.
she was last season on them, you see how she did Robin. I'm like, Robin, girl, come on now, get over it. Okay, it's on the show. Even though I truly believe that you and Jordan, whatever his name is, gonna get me. I truly believe that. But you
You
showed
do?
on the show that your man, you seem like you ain't even got no relationship. Just like Wendy, I'm gonna do like Wendy said, you ain't got no relationship to qualify for. Okay, but
Roommate.
you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah. And you come off like that. That's how it come off on the show. It comes
Exactly.
off the show like you ain't got no relationship. You can't not get mad, Robin and Wendy. Come get at mad at producers.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
and so that and I believe that's why Robin is this so mad.
Yeah.
Robin's so mad because she bust her out on the show for it. And she like, girl, please, can we just get over? Because I'm gonna tell you, I did like when Wendy and Robin did get along. I really
Mhm.
did
I like
like
that
it.
too. They were cute.
Yeah, they were, yeah.
Yeah,
But I
I liked it too. However, at this point, I mean, Wendy pulled her card. I'm sorry. That's what happened. That's what it was. I mean, Karen kind of did pull her card a little bit here and there,
Mhm.
but Wendy went full throttle. That's what
Yes, she
happened.
did.
That's
but
it.
okay, but hold on. Okay, let me say it like this right here. And I put it like this right here. You say
Smoke
stuff
weed
to
every
the
day.
okay.
That's really
Okay, I'm gonna tell you like this right here. I'm gonna tell you like this right here. I what happened was when you in the middle of an argument,
uh-huh.
and I believe Wendy went for it. I don't
Yep.
think she really meant for. I don't think she really come out like that. But she was mad about what they were saying about her husband, and she was mad. Robert interfered with a situation she had no business getting into. So
Yep.
you see, just like I always tell, cause I always tell my DM Robin, I said, girl, you ought to let Gizelle step in that mess by herself. Let her get herself up out that mess. Stop protecting her all the time. And
Exactly.
I believe like Kevin said, I believe it is some crack in a green eye bandit.
Yes, it is. I
I
agree.
really do. I see the cracks coming.
Yep.
I,
I do too.
I don't see that. You see that, Kendrick?
Yes, I see that because I mean, Robin genuinely likes Chris and Candace. Okay, so that's
Mhm.
really what it is, honestly. And I definitely see that. I mean, I see it a little bit because I mean, Giselle came out with her business when she was talking about their housing situation. So that was definitely the start of it. I
Yeah.
mean, she talked about a house situation about Juan's name not being on the house, and that's when Robin had to come forward in the confessional
Yeah.
talking about that situation.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that it started with that, and now that she's bringing this Chris situation and about the reunion thing
Yeah. Mhm.
is sitting with Robin the wrong way. And so for me, in that regard, that's where I was like, yeah, this is gonna
Yeah.
be some
So I
shifting.
hear though tonight is when it start getting good because
Tomorrow?
yeah, tomorrow. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
tomorrow
Yeah, because
is when
we're gonna see the classic Our Girl Candace go off on Ashley, so that's when it started going. But you know what
that's
I was
when
gonna
they.
say, Terrell? You know what
Mhm.
they remind me of? I just thought about. They remind me of and of Ramona and Sonia.
Yes.
But not as messy with the drinking because Ramona and Sonia can fight, but they never really go too deep because So I think that's what Rob and Giselle they can fight with each other, but I don't think they ever will stop being friends. But I'm very mad that they would ask Candace to forgive people so much all the time, all these years. But then when they come to the show, they like, I can't forgive this woman for reading me or being very defensive when it came to her family. So that just really,
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's what I'm talking about. So it was the offense against her family, and I really don't believe that like Wendy was really kind of comfort Robin like that. I
no,
really
no.
don't. I
Because
believe she just mad in the
you know
moment
what I think that
about.
if she was dirty, she would have started bringing up rumors. She would have started doing like Karen said, from Hampton University, all that kind of stuff she said about her. She
Mhm.
would have definitely went to that level. She just got them in that moment. That was it. She got them there. She was done, but they never got over it. Never.
Let me ask
Exactly.
you guys this really quick. Have you heard these rumors? And then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna show you
Okay.
this. That
Okay.
Ashley is hooking up with one of the guys from Summer House, they're claiming that what was his
I couldn't
name?
care less.
Oh, you
Ugh,
don't care?
I couldn't
no.
I
care
heard
less
about
about
it. I heard about
Ashley,
it.
baby doll.
What's his name? His name
Anytime
Luke.
you take,
His name
anytime
is
I'm a.
Luke. Yeah, he's
Did
cute.
y'all not see how long sure you talking about Ashley? You know what? Somebody brought to my attention. I went back and I watched it, and she was on Andy Live. What happened live? And Andy asked her a question. What make you and Candace come back friends now?
Hmm. Hmm.
Now this is allegedly, and I said allegedly. She talked about something went down sexually with her and Candace. She didn't
Wait,
say
wait,
what
what
it
are you
was.
talking about? Say what?
I
You
didn't
go
hear
What?
it.
back, go back and watch that. What
Wait, hold
happened
on, hold on,
live?
hold on. Yes, guys, it's Luke. You're trying to tell me that you're hearing rumors that
No,
Ashley.
no, it was on because somebody had brought it up. And I was like, no, she didn't. Did she? Didn't. I went back and I watched it. She deluded. She said, I can't tell what went down between me and Candace, but we did do it. We did make up. I'm like, hold up, sis. You make it seem like y'all had some, you
Don't
know,
say that. Don't say
allegedly.
that.
I
Oh,
said
Diva.
allegedly. Okay, but see, because you know what I'm saying. I was talking. There she go. That's the one who brought it up. Right there.
Wait,
That's the
what
one who brought it
happened?
up.
Wait, what did you hear, Diva?
That's about right.
Ashley actually said it out of her own mouth because it was like, why was something? What was the turnaround between y'all two and your relationship? How did y'all all of
Diva.
a sudden become friends? And so she said, I think it was. She said after the reunion that, they just hung out or whatever the case may be. They even showed a picture of them hanging out, and she said she alluded to the fact as if something happened between those two.
Y'all need
And
to stop.
That's
the
what I'm
Y'all
talking
need
about.
to
See,
illusion,
stop.
I promise
uh-uh.
you, Sharrell, this is not me making it up. If you go watch it, you'll see. And she alluded to the way it sounded as if there was something sexual that
Stop.
happened between them. I
Stop.
Sure
promise
did.
you.
Sure did. She sure did.
I
She sure
promise you.
did.
I
She sure
promise you.
did.
And
She
because
sure
I was
did.
just like, what
Woo!
the heck? What is
Lord.
going on
Diva,
with
stop.
that?
You
Now,
gotta
I
that's why I
promise
got
you.
mad. That's why I
Diva.
got mad. That's why I got mad. And I told Ken, I went to her DM on Twitter. I said, no, baby, you need to do something about that. We can't have that. That
Woo.
bitch wrote the letter. She wrote the letter. She can't
Why
get the
would
pupus. She
Diva?
can't get
Okay.
the pupus and write the letter at the
Y'all
same
stop.
damn
Y'all
time.
stop. Y'all stop.
I'm telling you, this was out of Ashley's own mouth. But
Sure was.
in terms of, and somebody saying they don't believe it. Well, go watch. You got to watch the TV. I don't make stuff up. I only address what they say
Maybe you
themselves, and then I address it.
misunderstood. Maybe you
Yeah, no,
misunderstood.
go
No,
watch
I
My
know.
mind is
go watch
blown right now. You've got
Go
to.
go watch
Woo.
the
This is
live, Sharrell. The Watch What Happens live when Ashley was on there, and you interpret the words that came out of her mouth. But let me say this about Robin and Gizelle. In
Okay.
all of these reality shows, you gotta align with somebody.
Hmm.
Because if you don't align with somebody, it's going to be easier for the group to kick you off the train. Okay.
Hmm.
So right now, Wenndy is kind of on an island by herself. When
Mm-hmm.
she first came through the door, she didn't know the rule book for reality TV.
Yeah.
So
Right.
she
Yeah.
came off too strong. And
Yeah.
Right.
she rubbed the fans the wrong way. And
Yeah.
she rubbed the fans the wrong way by talking about her degrees 24/7.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And out of her own mouth, because the hot mic caught her, it doesn't help that it appears like she's a liar because she sat in the scene and said that, oh, I believe Mia. Robin, you didn't. Y'all was all talking about it, this, that, and the other. But yet the hot mic caught her saying that nobody believes that that Mia is telling the truth. So
Hmm.
here's the thing. Some people play a part in their own demise. Do I
Right.
believe 100% that they're trying to kick her off? Do I believe that Robin and Gizelle hold grudges? Absolutely.
Mm.
Robin was pissed. She was pissed that Wenndy read her at that time and
Hmm.
said that you ain't even got no real relationship. Well, let's be clear, Robin. From everything that we see, nothing we're making up, it doesn't seem like you and Juan have no real relationship. It
Mhm.
seems like he shows up for the scenes because he has to, or he's helping you getting paid. Every time y'all together, it don't seem like love. It seems like a contract. Okay. It seems like he's there and he shows up just to make sure that you stay relevant and can stay on Potomac. But other than that, we ain't seen no hugs. We ain't seen no love.
Oh my
Yeah.
No,
God.
Wait, Diva, we didn't even see him. We didn't even see him at that stupid event either. We didn't even see him there.
the family fun day,
Come on,
right?
we
Yeah,
didn't see him
at
there
the
either.
family fun day, Sharrell, we saw him the day before. What would appear to seem the day before for us, the family fun day, hopping in the potato sack with the kids. So
Mm.
when did he go for root canal?
Yeah,
I'm
Right
telling
after
you,
yeah.
he
listen.
left the potato
Exactly.
sack, then he went for root canal
I'm
and he
telling
couldn't, he couldn't show
You don't
up.
see no
Yeah.
kissing.
you.
You don't
Right.
see
So
nothing.
so
You don't
so
see nothing
what
intimate.
Right.
Nope.
So what Ron is not going to do is he's never going to show up in the scene with other castmates because he doesn't want to
What?
get drugged down in the gutter. Every time you see Ron, it's only Ron and Robin.
That's
Robin, and the kids. You don't see him. You didn't see him at the what's the name? The Grand Dance party. Where was
Yeah.
Ron? He
Yeah.
wasn't there.
Yeah.
It's family fun day that your wife is hosting, and you can't show up. Show up with your swollen jaw and sit on the bench. Okay?
exactly.
You
Take
know
a
he never
Tylenol before
Kevin.
you come. But
Yeah.
You know
he's
he
never
wasn't.
going to do that.
He was not gonna show up at Kevin event because he's still mad at Kevin because Kevin had alluded that they had no relationship, and she
He's a
said,
ghost. He's a ghost. Simple
"Yeah."
as that. He's a roommate.
Like
Yeah.
they said,
But
he might
you know
be
what,
fucking with
Lisa?
He might
Lisa,
be
I'm
fucking
ready
with
to bet
Michael.
my bottom dollar he's never going to show up in any scene with anybody else. And in addition to that, when is the last reunion where you saw Juan? He
Right.
got
Oh yeah.
basketball, football, practice. He got a meeting with his friends. He don't
Mhm.
Nope.
never show up to no reunion.
Go.
And
He hanging
he
out
ain't
with
gonna marry her.
Michael. He
Don't
hanging
forget
out with
that part.
Michael. He hanging out with Michael.
Uh, Robin, what did you want to add to the conversation? Y'all messy.
Good afternoon, and I need to start by telling you all that somehow I fell asleep, and the next thing I heard was people yelling, "Robin, Robin, Robin," and I'm like, "What did I do? I didn't say anything," and I realized I fell asleep, and my TV was on, and you guys were there. Hello.
Robin's messy. Robin's just as messy as Gizelle, but she tries to pretend like she's not.
Right. Exactly.
Now you talking about that Robin or this Robin? Because I can be
No, the
Kevin
Robin.
messy.
Oh
I'll
no,
tell you what.
Robin!
That's
No.
me.
No,
That
Robin.
Robin
No,
and one thing is fake, phony, and fraudulent.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, I do
Oh
not
my.
believe that there's anything going on between Luke and Ashley.
Uh-huh.
That is a Ruth. It's as real as Melody Hope and I mean not Melody. What's her name?
Sheree.
Martell
Sheree and Martell.
and Martell.
Fake,
Mhm.
Yeah.
phony, fraud. You know, everybody. You know, reality TV ain't real. It's just reality adjacent, reality like they're real people, but the situations are very much made up.
And let me ask you this, Robin: can we forgive Kyle?
Oh, I haven't watched that show in years. Don't know.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Hi, Sarah. Sound off. What do you want to talk
Hey,
about?
Sarah.
Hello.
Hi.
You know what? I'm calling all the way from Norway. I've never done this before.
No
Oh.
way. Hey, no way. Hey, what's up? No way.
Hey.
I'm fine. I don't even know what to say, but next time I'll have something to say. I'm so
Aw.
nervous. I'm checking. But I just want to say I love you people. I watch you each and every day.
Thank you. What's the
I'll
weather
come
like there?
next time.
You guys
Thank
have
you.
snow? You guys have snow in Norway, Sarah?
Not now. It's raining. It's raining a lot.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah, I
Hey,
love you. I'm so happy. Next time I will log in properly and I'll have to add on something. I'm from Africa, by the way.
Yeah,
you from
I can hear the
Africa?
accent.
Hey,
Yeah.
Africa. Hey, Africa.
What part of Africa?
I'm from Kenya.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
Nice.
from Kenya. Ah,
Kenya,
Kenya.
yeah. Yeah, but I live in Norway.
Well,
Okay.
thank you
What
for
what part
calling
of country?
in.
What part of the Europe is Norway from? What country?
Norway.
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 I mean, I don't know. German, French. My fault. Look, I did not do
God
go
bless you.
geography.
Abort.
God bless you.
Abort.
It's Scandinavian.
Huh?
Scandinavian.
What?
Sharrell, let me say this about Kyle, right?
Okay.
The
Okay,
thing
hold
with
on.
Kyle,
Let me drop you. Hold on. Thank you, Sarah, for calling in. I really appreciate it. And you need to call in during the show.
I will do that. Bye bye.
Bye bye. So sweet. Go ahead, Diva.
so with Kyle and this whole debacle with, the sister Kathy and all of this, her and her husband and the whole, well, I'm gonna just say her husband, I'm gonna leave the kids out, is a hot mess. And right now he tried to backtrack and half apologize only because he wants everybody to watch his show on Netflix. Well, guess what,
Oh,
Mauricio?
wait, hold
No,
on.
thank you.
Wait, stop. So, are you talking about Mauricio?
Yes, I am. No, thank you, Mauricio. I'm good. Not watching.
Diva, when did
Okay.
you get so messy? When?
And then you know what, Sharrell, too, and there was an interview somebody did with him and the two daughters, right?
I
And
see.
one of the daughters, now picture this, because both of them are at least older than Jax, right?
Right.
One of the daughters was like, she couldn't even watch because of how her mother was being
Oh.
treated,
Mm-hmm.
and they all were saying that the mom is different than how she is on reality TV. But my thing is, you couldn't watch how your grown mom was being treated, but your dad was laughing about how a kid got
Right.
treated.
That's
So
right.
y'all could miss
That's
me
right.
with the whole trying to get sympathy for your
Yeah.
mother because
Yeah.
Yep.
your dad was dead wrong. You cannot explain to me why you thought it was funny what
Yeah.
Erica did. So
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, I'm good. I'm not watching Selling Beverly Hills or whatever y'all are selling over there on Netflix. I pass, right?
But what, Diva,
So
what do you think about them pushing back the filming date? What's going on? They haven't announced that they fired Lisa yet. They
that's what
trying.
it is.
Yep.
They're scrambling behind the scenes to
Yep.
see how they can recover this thing
Yep.
and do what they need to do. So let's do this. Reality TV, unfortunately, is built off of drama,
Right.
Yeah.
right? And the drama sells. And although we say we don't like it, it's a fine line of how much drama we like and the point
Right.
where we don't like it, right? It's a
Exactly.
it's a very thin line.
Mm-hmm.
So they have created the beast called Lisa Renna because she has been slaying them down for seasons, and
Wait, no,
they
no, no,
left
no,
her.
no. Who created the beast? Don't
Oh,
say
bravo,
Andy Cohen. How?
bravo! You
Bravo?
you know why I say that?
Why?
Dr. Heavenly claimed that after the reunion, during the reunion, the part they wanted to show us, he was getting on Heavenly and her behavior and say, when you going to change? Dr. Heavenly, she has her own channel.
Mhm.
Dr. Heavenly said, but yet behind the scenes, she asked him, do you want me to stop? And he was like, no, keep it coming. So you
Yep.
see the nonsense of it all? It's
Mhm.
like, you're telling her in front of the people, you trying to give us what we want to hear because we want you to address people when they have that bad behavior. So in front of the scenes, you telling her, oh, don't stop. Don't you have enough? But then behind the scenes, you want to tell her all is well, it's good, keep it coming. Because
But
you
no,
know
no,
why?
no, Diva.
Yeah,
We all have our own moral compass.
yeah.
I'm not going to do something that I'm not comfortable with in the name of a show. Now, I might
She
cut
needs
up
the
and act a
money,
fool.
Sharrell.
Huh?
She
Yeah,
needs the money.
she'll do anything.
Well, we
Lisa
seen
Rinna,
her do anything, right?
but
She had
Bravo,
no.
but I'm saying she had that in her before she started working at Bravo.
Well,
Lisa
I don't know,
Rinna
but
was
see, you
always
can.
the,
I
okay.
agree with you, right, Sharrell? You can have it in you, right? But I can have it in me. If I work at Target, I can have it in me to go late every day.
Uh-huh.
And my supervisor can have it in them to either fire me
Mhm.
or let me to continue to be late.
Right.
But then the next supervisor to come along be like, nah, I ain't playing this game with you. You need to show up on time.
Right.
So what I'm saying is you can have it in you, but people know how to straighten it up if the powers that be tell them to knock it off or you won't be here anymore. But they
Yep.
didn't tell her to knock it off. They told her
Why?
keep
Why
it
should they
coming.
have to? This is a reality TV show. The supposed to be the premise of the show is you to open up your life and tell me what you. I'm not going to interfere. Do I tell Kyle don't do that? Say this that way. No, you do what you want to do.
But if it's
Nobody
bringing
makes
me
you do
money,
anything.
Sherelle, and I'm the owner of this show, and you want to act like a circus animal, a circus clown, and the ratings go up, and I'm getting 1.5 million views, I'm gonna sit back, collect my check, and let you take the
So
backlash
do
and
that what you
acting like a
supposed to
And,
do.
fool.
and that's
That's
what
what they doing
that's her
too.
her
That's what
choice.
they
Like
doing
Bravo
too.
didn't make her do that. That's what Lisa Renna wanted to do. And don't forget, they're meeting before the season even began. They're pointing out victims what they gonna do left and right. Bravo didn't make
But
her do all
they
that.
condone it though, Sharrell. They condone it is
But
what I'm
this is not
saying.
church. This is not school. They're just filming something. And if you want to clown and act a fool and throw your morals out the window, that's what you do. I don't blame Bravo for any of Lisa Rinna's behavior. That's
No,
her.
you
Well,
don't.
Sharrell, they
You don't.
condoned it. So then if that's the case, Sharrell, then you would have to say when it comes to Nene Leaks that
Uh-oh.
you don't blame Bravo for anybody else's behavior.
Not
So
I
it
Nene.
wasn't just Bravo themselves that and they fostered the
No one
environment.
blames Bravo for Nene. Nene created her own monster. Do I think there was racism behind the scenes? I do. But do I think Nene started being defensive and going after people and just there was a point when she beat up that producer for going in her closet?
But Sharrell, all
I
I'm
don't blame her.
saying
Don't
is,
go in my
go ahead.
closet.
She yanked
I'm a
But
somebody.
rich
you know what
bitch.
though, Sharrell?
She the
All
rich
I'm
bitch. Don't
saying
come in the
is
rich bitch closet.
Yanked.
all I'm saying is, Sharrell, that if you allow me you are my employer and I am the employee. If you allow me to cause ruckus in the building for years, then you could have stopped me. So Sharrell, if all of us right here on this panel right now, Mel, Lisa, me, and we're all working for you, right? And I'm here wrecking havoc. I'm telling lies on Mel. I'm telling Lisa, shut your mouth. And I'm
Honey
sorry, I
was.
don't know your say your name to me again.
Kendrick.
Kendrick, I'm telling him, don't come up here no more. I'm the queen bee. And
Child.
for season after season, you let me run amok, then you part of the problem too.
What? No, this is not high school. This is not high school. You act the way you act. You get treated the way the public treats you. I mean, she's only hurting herself. Bravo has nothing to do that. They got to call a timeout and be like, "You're getting a little too mean, Lisa," or "I wouldn't do this," or that. They're not her babysitters.
Well, you know what I would say to this. I'm listening. What I would say to this, and where I come down is, I think what we've seen is that Lisa Rinna probably don't have standards. Basically,
They
that she
don't.
literally
They
will
do
do
not.
anything for any reason. And I think that she even said on her tagline, she's a hustler. And I think hustling for her means that she would go gut alone, basically. So I
But
think
let
that
me ask you this,
yeah.
Diva. Do you think Kyle really feels some kind of remorse?
Okay.
I think Kyle, when it comes to her and Kathy, she's feeling bad partially because she really didn't want to be in a bad space with her sister to that level. She's feeling bad because she knows she has a part of the debacle. So she's in a tough space where if she does and says too much, it's a possibility that they will dime her out, right?
Right.
So her remorse, I think, has more to do with it going to this level with Kathy
Yep.
versus it
Yep. Come
happening at
on,
all.
Diva. Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
Kyle doesn't care about anybody but Kyle. And
Amen.
Right.
it
Right.
just
No,
made her look bad.
I mean, y'all saying that, but I really do believe
Oh, no.
that
Oh
Kyle
no,
has some.
Oh,
No, for
there
Miss
real.
Lisa,
That's just
Miss
me.
Lisa.
we
That's
go.
just me. That's
Okay.
just me. I believe there is some like y'all. This is my sister, and she caught in the middle
Oh,
between her
come
No,
on,
she
cousin and
started all that
Lisa.
mess.
Hold on. Let me bring up another person. Seems new. Hi. Are you new to the panel, Eileen?
Oh, it's her dying.
Can you hear me?
Hello, darling. Hiya. Yeah, so thank you so much, by the way, for calling out my friend Hannah.
Oh, yeah. I hate to hear that.
Yeah.
I hope you are okay. Are you okay?
Okay, I have an extremely unpopular opinion, but I'm going to stick up for my friend Cal.
Okay,
She's not
go
my
ahead.
friend, but I'm just going to call her that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, I think the biggest problem started in the first season that Kathy was there. Kathy was there. She was very disrespectful to Cal, ordering her about and just basically not being very nice. Now, when you get someone into your business that you're extremely proud of, that you helped build, and you get your sister in there like, oh, get a part-time job into my business. I want to tell you what what I did. I want to show you what I'm proud of, and they are so disrespectful, and everyone goes like, "Oh, it's so funny, ha ha ha." It's not funny. It's humiliating. So I can imagine that she was like, "Okay, you know what? This season, I'm going to be assertive. I'm not going to let her treat me that way. That's not okay." And she might have told her friends Erica and Rena, like, "Okay, hey, I'm not okay with that. I'm not going to put up with this. I'm going to be assertive." But they went way too far with it.
All right. Hold on. Hold on 1 second so I can. Sin, I'm going to drop you so I can hear. I'll bring you back. Don't hang up. Lisa, I'm going to drop you so I can hear. You're trying to tell me. Can you hear me now? Oh, there's a delay. Okay. You're trying to say that Kyle just wanted her sister to be proud of her?
Yes, well, she wanted to show her something that she built on her own, that she was, that she was proud of.
Okay, then why didn't Kyle stand up for her sister when Lisa, Renna, and Erica?
Because I think when oh, sorry, there's a delay in the sound. Sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead. Why didn't she stand up for her sister?
Okay. Oh, okay. I think at the moment that she didn't stand up for her sister was because she didn't realize everything that was going on. But I will have to say is that everyone is telling Carl like, "Oh, you didn't stand up for your sister," but did Kathy? Because it took her 2 seasons to actually even mention Kim towards Serena, and only then when she could use it as a weapon when she herself was being attacked.
What? Oh my God. Okay, I know there's a delay, so it's hard for us to communicate because there's a delay, but that's absolutely crazy. You have to stand up for your family at all times. Would you agree?
Yeah. Well, it took Kathy 2 seasons.
Oh my God. Diva, did you have something to say? Oh. It's hard for us to join the conversation because of the delay.
I know because it's hard, right? And I love it. She's standing up for Kyle. Somebody has to. So, but the thing is, right? Kyle, when her first sister was up there, Kim Richards, and you want to beat her down in the limo, talk about you're a drunk and you're an alcoholic, and then and then you steal her house from underneath her. And then now you got a second chance for redemption when Kathy comes up there, and all you keep saying is, "Kathy, why you got them shoes?
You know what?
Kathy, why you look like a bum?"
Kim seems like a nightmare of a system.
Oh my God! Oh my God! What? I wish there wasn't a delay. I wish there wasn't a delay. Let me see. Mel, can I drop you for a second?
Oh yes.
Maybe this will get
He's fired. He's a nightmare of a sister. Oh my God.
What did Kathy do that was so bad to Kyle?
What she does?
I need details. What did Kyle
do? She seems like a nightmare of a system.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
But what did Kathy do to Kyle that you thought was wrong?
Okay. She went to Cal's place of business. That was her place of business, right?
Yeah.
Then ordered her about, basically treated her like a clown, and basically humiliated her in front of her customers, which is us.
What? Oh my gosh. Okay, you do realize that this is
And
not
we all talked about it like, oh, this is so funny. Ha 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 ha. It's not funny, it's humiliating.
So she didn't humiliate her sister by saying, why you got on those raggedy slippers? Why are you carrying that $2 purse? Why are you looking like this? Everywhere her sister Kathy showed up, she told us she
did that this season. But what did Kathy do last season?
What she do? You gotta remind me. What she do?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
She was ordering her about. She was basically telling her, oh, get me this, get me that, get me this, get me that. And we were all laughing about it. We all thought it was so funny and so cute and so quirky. Well, I say I didn't actually. I didn't think it was cute or funny or so quirky. I thought it was obnoxious.
Oh my. But do you have older siblings? You know, older siblings usually they boss you around. They be like, go get my soda. Pick up this. Mom told me to wash the dishes. You wash the dishes. So older siblings normally boss the younger ones around. I love you though, and I'm glad that you and Kathy, you and Kyle are cousins. That you sticking up for her. And you feel that Kathy was so deplorable. Listen, I'm not that big on Kathy's behavior in some cases either, but Miss Kyle did Kathy a little dirty
me
too.
Me and Kyle are not cousins, because if we were cousins, I would be telling Auntie Kathy to shut the hell up.
I listen, Eileen, thank you so much for calling in. I wish there wasn't a delay. It makes the conversation very difficult. But I'm glad that you came up and spoke your opinion. Someone had to stand up for Kyle.
Yeah. But thank you so much for calling out my friend Hannah.
Oh yeah. Take care. And my condolences goes out to Hannah and her family.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. She was fun.
She was
fun. What just happened? Let me start wrapping this up. Who has Sin? What did you want us to add to the conversation really quickly?
Okay, Kyle is vile. She knew darn well what she's been doing all this time. She was just upset because Andy paid her sister well to be on the show as a friend. And that she did not like. Second of all, I have two siblings by my father, and I'm the oldest. Is that me?
No, somebody.
That's Lisa. That's Lisa.
Okay. And yeah, you're right, Diva, because I would tell them, go get me this, go get me that. But when they got grown, they're like, you go get your own stuff, Yeah. So my thing with that is Kyle is just jealous to the T. You can tell it's written all over her face.
Yeah,
that she is so jealous of Kathy.
Look at Lisa getting mad. Kyle is jealous. She's jealous.
She is jealous. It's written all over her face because when she go to her sister's house, when she went to Kathy's house that time, how many people have a maid and a butler, and we eating out of the TV trays? I'm like, oh my God. And as far as her talking about her Kathy's attire every time. But think about it. I bet you what Kathy had in her wallet cost more than all of them on that table.
Wow. Oh wow. Sheila, what did you want to add to the conversation? Hi, Sheila.
Hi, her, you guys.
Good.
I had to watch the Ohio State game before I joined. We won, so I'm good.
Congratulations.
But anyway, the reason I'm calling is it's true that you do have older siblings that do try to run you. However, I don't think that was really the case here. I think now that Cal is trying to not talk to them, she's having buyer's remorse. She was a
Mm.
part of it, and now
Mhm,
she's trying to pull back and pretend like she wasn't. I don't
mhm,
feel sorry for her at all because you do not treat your sister that way. And her
Exactly.
sister is smart enough that she read between the lines and she realized that her sister had more to do with it than what she was trying to say she did.
mhm.
And the fact that you bring your sister on a trip and she gets the worst room, she get a twin size bed, and you
Yeah.
Yeah.
laughing,
Bunk
She
bed.
baby.
should have came early then, like everybody else.
Listen, I
Uh-uh.
wouldn't
Over
care if she
anybody.
didn't come
Family
into
trump over
the.
everybody.
Let me say this: I wouldn't care if my sister didn't come into the next week. You can't use that room because that's her room.
Come
Okay,
Exactly.
on now.
she's not gonna
Exactly.
get no bunk bed.
Nope.
Now, I would have told them if y'all want a bigger bed, put the two beds together. But my sister wouldn't have been in that room.
Mhm.
No.
Agreed.
You don't
And
disrespect
laughed
your
about it.
family.
And laughed about it.
And thought it was funny. So
Exactly.
every chance she got, and Kathy probably looked back, played back stuff that we didn't see, and thought,
Mhm.
wait a minute, she had to have a part of this. That's why when she went out that door after her sister Cal ambushed her with Lisa at her house for that apology. She was
Come
like, "Oh,
on.
these flowers are so pretty because I'm getting ready to put it on her grave because she's dead to me." That's what she was
But
saying. I'm
but
putting
but
these
it's not.
flowers on
But
her
it's not.
grave.
But it's not Cal's fault that don't nobody want to drink the dumb tequila and want to do the
That ain't the only
cunnilingus.
thing, Lisa. That ain't the only
No,
thing,
that's not
Lisa.
the only
That was
thing.
way before the tequila.
hmm She's
Right.
just nasty. Kyle is one of those children that wish she was an only child. Okay.
Damn.
Exactly.
And she wasn't. She had an older and she had a younger sister. She wished she was the only. She wished she was an only child. She's jealous of anybody who has anything.
Mm.
Mm.
And then,
Mm.
if you paid any attention to Kathy's shoes, the bottom of her shoes were dirty while the rest of their shoes were brand new. She said, I ain't got to wear my best stuff here. I still look good. Okay.
Exactly.
Mm. Mm.
But the like I said, what you going through the airport for?
That's her
That's what I'm talking
prerogative.
about. Girl, child, please. Kathy ain't number full of shit.
Okay,
Lisa,
I'm
you
done.
going up
I'm done.
there and be
I'm
with
done. I'm
Kyle.
done.
You're
I
going up
believe.
there
I
and be with
don't care
Kyle.
nothing.
And
Y'all already know. I
real quick
believe.
about Robin and Wendy, I think that Wendy and Denzel, not Denzel, I can't even think of the
Eddie.
Gazelle, purposely do not want Wendy on the show because of her color. Because they brought it up and they tried to bring Karen for it last season. And like you said, if they don't film with her and she's not a part of the scenes, they'll
Mhm,
have to get rid of her. That's
mhm.
all the plan. I don't care. They're playing right now. They're playing good cop, bad cop.
Yep.
Robin is
Mm.
playing the good cop, like, oh, I really don't feel that way about you, Chris, and I don't know why. Those two helpers are in it together. Okay.
Wow.
But I tell you this, can I say this, Sharrell, about Wendy? I forgot.
Yeah.
Wendy is getting everything she put out
Oh.
What?
because of the simple fact when she came in the first year, I'm a professor. You will address me as Dr. Wendy. Okay, next year I'm a TikTok queen. Look at my credentials already.
You think
Woo!
somebody's disrespecting you if they make you call me the title that it took me over a decade to get,
No,
doctor?
no, I'm just saying how she kept throwing it up in everybody's faces about I have 4 degrees, I have 4 degrees, I have four
But
degrees.
it's her truth, and it was a lot of work to get those degrees,
But
wasn't
you
it?
know what?
I
I
agree
can
with that. However, you ain't got to say it but one time. We all know you got 4 degrees, boo.
I agree with that. However, I think she was so new to being in that kind of environment.
Yeah,
She thought
yeah.
that's what was going to make her. I found that annoying too. Every time you turn around, her and her 4 degrees. And like you said, the following year she was TikTok and happiness and all this other crap.
Win
She
But
win.
wait. She's from a different culture. Do we give her
yeah.
that? a very strict culture where
Right.
her parents make a lot of decisions
Yes.
for her, and you're
Right.
to act a different way. She's not used to these heathens.
But I still don't
She
agree
used
with
to
how
him
she's
the way
being
she
treated.
acts. I would turn his mother up in him.
I
But
still
you
don't
know what?
agree with
Yeah,
how
hold
she's
on.
being treated.
I don't blame her. She was right to tell Ashley and all the rest of them helpers. Yeah, my name
Yep.
is Dr. Wendy, baby doll. It takes a lot to get those degrees, baby. Okay, put a respect on it. Okay, because I'm gonna tell you something. My doctor told me I was sitting in my doctor's office. I said, Miss Teresa. She said, no, Miss Ross. Please call me Dr. Teresa.
There you
And
go.
you know what? She let me know she worked hard for her degrees. She let
But
me
she on
know.
a TV show. They ain't gonna call her no Dr. Wendy.
And like
You're
she
All
right.
right,
when
y'all.
when
I
she
gotta
read
wrap this
them
up
though.
here. I've been on too long, way too long. It was fun though. It was
Yeah, I
crazy.
fell asleep and woke back up. I was like, oh shit, I don't miss Sharrell world. Let me see.
Yeah, it has been fun. It's been a while. I mean,
It's
I've
been
been
fun.
missing.
Yes.
Yeah, this was supposed to be just a Saturday morning talk, and we just started cutting up.
I mean,
All
hey,
right, y'all.
it's been a
Thanks.
while because I've been teaching so long. So it
Yeah,
has
when you get a chance, call back in because Potomac's getting ready to heat up. They're saying that's what they're
Yeah.
saying.
saying.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
hmm
And
All
you
right,
You
put in
guys
your
y'all.
have a
month
Don't
great
not
so you
day.
can
forget,
do
do
2 hours,
not forget
Sherry.
get the vote.
Teresa.
Do not forget get the vote on
I
next
already
Tuesday.
voted. There you go.
Same
Thank
here.
you.
Well,
All
I'm
right.
going. I had forgot to vote, but I'm going to vote
Go
Tuesday.
vote,
Get
Lisa.
out
Go
there and
vote.
vote. I'm going to
Take
vote,
care.
baby. We
All right.
need. They can't take out democracy. You
All
cannot
right.
let it happen.
Thank you, Lisa. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end here. Thank you, everybody, for calling in. This was a fun video. I appreciate you guys calling in.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Sherelle,
All
I got
right.
something to tell you.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Stay backstage. All right, you guys. We're gonna go ahead and end this. That was a long we that was a great conversation. We had a lot going on. Please don't forget to click that like button on your way out. I'm gonna try to come in this afternoon, probably around 5 o'clock Eastern time. So because we got a lot of hot topics that took place the last couple of days that I did not take that I did not cover that I do want to cover. If I didn't get to your call backstage, I do apologize. I'm simply out of time. I want to thank everyone for your super chats. You don't have to support the channel, you do. So I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. All right, guys, until next time, bye for now.